¿Grabando?
Ok.
Sí, está grabando. Arriba de Instagram.
¿Está grabando? Yes.
Yes, ahora sí. Okay. San Luis. And then, well, while I was studying, I started.
Lo que está planteando.
There's another.
I don't know. I will learn. Hi. Tell us, Daniela.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I've been studying legal English for.
More, yes. No,
College.
just a couple.
Yeah. And the thing is that, well, then I started helping the classes. And here I am studying to become an English teacher, to be better at this.
¿Alguno de ustedes que tiene a ver cómo puedo hacer? Ya voy a aprender a hacer esto. ¿Pueden apagar todos el micrófono mientras habla Daniela?
Sí.
Gracias, gracias. Disculpen, después, ahora ya les damos a cada uno que nos charle cada uno. Yes, please, Daniela.
You can open your microphone whenever you want. But the thing is that,
yes.
Okay, that's everything. I think that's everything for me. If you want to continue.
Well, and nowadays you are. That's the point. Well, okay. This is my PowerPoint. Hello, we are Adela, Daniela, and Tomás. As we said, I will explain a little bit about the Diplomatura, firstly, and then the Seminario. The Diplomatura, in fact, the Diplomatura is going to start in 2 weeks, in fact, because the university decided that it was better for the university. The thing is that I will start today with some of the contents of the Diplomatura through this Zoom meeting. The content charts or the Diplomatura. The Diplomatura has 6 units. Every unit has is going to English, so we are going to talk about law. And during the second week, we are going to explain some of the features of legal English, particularly some aspects of special English, special legal English. And in every week, we are going to have exercises that the student is going to complete in the virtual classroom. But the virtual classroom is not with us still, but it will be, because in fact, the virtual classroom is there, but they have not enrolled the students there. But I know, I can see it. So we have some exercises, and every student has to fill in all the exercises every time at their own time. Well, on the other hand, at the final part, related to human rights. The topic is going to be chosen by the teachers, but in our idea is to complete a book, and we're going to publish a book. Today we have one book from 2019, Argentina and Enforcement of Human Rights Conventions. That's the book, and you can find the book. So we have completed one book, and that's my aim from my students for the Diplomatura this year. Okay, The contents more features, some features of legal English. What is legal English? Well, the UDHR, the idea of human rights, how human rights started, the International Court of Justice, the ICSCR and ICCPR, that part is dealt with by Daniela. I remember because there's a video from Daniela on that part. And then we have some penalty, some features of legal English, such as compound arcade modifiers and compound words. Women, the CEDAW Convention, the analysis, the principles, and non-discrimination, and the same racial discrimination, how it sprung, because it started just after the Second World War, the Holocaust. So that idea of the racial discrimination and the conventions on the right abduction and the Child Abduction Convention, the ILO Convention, la OIT, we say in Spanish, the ILO Convention related to the work of children, and the American with Disabilities Act, disabilities, the people with disabilities and the rights of disability awareness. And in every case, we are going to verbs, particular verbs in legal English, such as ratify, access, denounce in some of the conventions and institutions. Some other verbs such as reserve, sign. These are the particular verbs of legal English and how they are inserted in the documents. Well, that's the Diplomatura. On the other hand, we have the Seminario of Inglés Jurídico, the Inglés Jurídico, 1, 2, and Griselda, Karen, and Maria are from the second level, and I don't know whether there's another student from the first year. And some of you have sat for the TOEFL exam. Well, in Seminario Inglés Jurídico, we deal with convention. Yes, you can tell me, Daniela? Tell me.
No, the students from last year sat for the TOEFL exam very successfully. So let me congratulate.
Yes,
I did
a very good. Okay, Daniela, would you like to read and to talk about that, please? So I will go on with the slides if you want.
Okay, well, the contents that we are gonna deal with in the Seminario are all contents related to legal English, not human rights. Here are more, I don't know, more commercial. This is a private point of view of the law. We have commercial and environmental.
Yes, we have added last year.
Yes, the thing is that we work with the book, our base, our foundational book is the book from TOEFL exam.
Yes, I'm showing it now.
Everything you need to know to succeed for the TOEFL exam. But then, oh, no se me escucha bien.
Something like this. I don't know if mine or everybody feel the same.
I don't know.
It's
Okay. Yes, I'm using the microphone.
And Natalia, did it happen the same with me or not?
Sorry?
Or not? It was the same with me and my.
No, it's not with
So,
you. It's only with Daniela. I don't know
with
if
the
it's
Daniela, with
connection
Daniela's
of the audio.
translation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
would you like to continue?
okay, I will continue if you want. Then we need our part, your part, Daniela, please. Well, this is the book, and the thing is that this is the book in this present moment, because in fact it relates to TOEFL exam. But previously we have worked, or Daniela had to work because Daniela had to sit for this exam, managed to sit for it. This was the previous book that is called International Legal English, and it's from Cambridge, and it relates to the IELTS exam. But today we cannot sit for the IELTS exam because it has been discontinued. Well, the thing is that for Seminario, we have added some contents that are not inserted in this book because sometimes it's so boring, the book. Then we as lawyers, we want to teach other things. But the basics are in this, the lawyers' English language course book. And the contents are legal systems, system of precedence or civil system, areas of the law, persons in court, persons in a law firm. In this seminar, we don't have a final work as we have in the Diplomatura. We only have 2 exams, and in November, we have the opportunity for you to sit for the TOEFL exam. And people who enrolled in the Seminario have the opportunity to pay only the plain fee of tolls that they pay to England, not to us. But if not, if they come from outside, they have to pay the full price. That is a consensual price from. It's a kind of model platform. Well, Daniela, I have this listening activity that was designed by you, if you want. But now, Thomas, you may go on, please. And then we have the listening activity.
No. You mean with my activity?
Daniela, are you there?
Yes.
Would you like to start? Oh, I think that your mic is worse.
I'm trying with a new one.
Okay.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Have to introduce ourselves to know a little bit about our students, I think. I will stop sharing. Spanish or in English, whether you want to do that. Vanessa, hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
This exam is called PATH. We have
Yes.
the PATH exam, and Vanessa sat successfully for the PATH exam. Yes, successfully, Vanessa. Congratulations.
Hello, I am really happy to see you again this year. I miss you a lot, Grisel. I know you.
Yes.
Yes. So now I live in San Martín, in Provincia de Buenos Aires. I start to study law. Yes.
So
I am
good. Congratulations.
Soy licenciada en seguros.
Excellent.
Yes, I work a lot with claims, talk a lot with lawyers, so it's my pendant assignment.
Excellent.
So, well, I am very happy to stay here, to be here, and now I am prepared
Okay, okay.
Let's
Well,
go.
Who else, el que quiera, who else wants to talk about? Tell us.
Me? I am the only
Not the
Natalia
silent
here.
period for you. Yes, you are not in the silent period. Not at all. Tell us.
Okay. My name is Natalia. Thank you for being here. I met Adela on Twitter as a consequence of Twitter.
¡Ay, yo Natalia! En Twitter, sí. Not.
I took the IELTS exam and I'm trying to prepare the TOEIC exam because I really like English and I have to capture. How do you say capturar?
You took her.
I took my
What did you take?
Marina, that now she's hate me a lot because I can see you. I know you're not so fine with me.
Okay.
So Marina.
I have been recruited by Nati.
Marina.
She was very insistent on me being here. To enter,
excellent.
So I
will pay Natalia. So.
Yes, I have no choice. But as a lawyer now, I work for an insurance company, and I am.
Like Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa. I think I know you because. Hello. We have spoken many years through mails.
In San Cristóbal. Yes. Hello.
So, well, I am here now.
Okay. Tatiana, tell us about yourself. Please, tell us something. Ah, la caché.
Hola, yo conozco leer en inglés, pero hace mucho tiempo no practico inglés oral.
¿De dónde sos, Tatiana? Contanos.
I'm from Russia.
That's it. We are so international today.
Yes.
Okay.
Acabo de terminar estuvo bastante lejos del temática de inglés, pero personalmente para mí ese tema es muy interesante. En general es un tema muy interesante y también es inglés oral.
English. Okay.
Yes, I understand very well. Only speak very well.
But you know what? I've been talking about the silent period. Yes, you are in the silent period. You be patient with yourself.
I had this que entiendo la evolución de
Excelente.
Aprendimiento.
Excelente. Ahora el doctor Serrano nos va a contar acerca de él. ¿De dónde es?
Hi everybody, my name is Luis. And teaching in San Marcos University, and it's very pleasure stay with you in this challenge for me to learn more English and improve the knowledge to law, international law, especially. Thank you very much for.
Excellent, Dr. Serrano. Hi, I'm so proud of you. Excellent. Well, who else wants to talk about themselves? Anaí, tell us. Ivanina.
Well, hello.
Hello.
I don't speak in English since 1999, more or less.
Okay.
So, voy a hablar en español.
It's been a
Okay,
while.
silent period. Periodo de silencio, okay.
De abogacía.
Excelente.
Y bueno, estoy muy entusiasmada con este curso, realmente espero aprender mucho.
Ok, bien. Seguro que Tatiana también está en diplomatura, ¿no es cierto, Tatiana? Sí, así. Excelente, excelente.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Vanina.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer.
Mejorando.
Estoy entendiendo. Estoy entendiendo todo lo que están hablando y primero me asusté porque dije yo no voy a entender nada, porque hace tanto que no practico mi inglés que, bueno, estoy un poco olvidada.
Ok.
Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it.
Ok. Excelente. Recuerden que acá hemos mixturado dos públicos. Uno es el de la diplomatura, que incluye también profes de inglés. Y otros es el del seminario, que solo es de abogado, por eso es solo de abogado, para que todos estén cómodos, sepan que hacemos lo que podemos con lo que hemos hecho, que nuestra carrera principal era abogacía y después nos entusiasmó el inglés. Pero en cambio la diplomatura, diplomatura is a kind of study that is attractive for the two fields, for the legal field and for the teachers and the translators, and I think that they can share the spaces. Fabricio, tell us about yourself, please.
Hello. My name is Fabricio. I am from San Luis, Argentina. I know many of you, but nowadays I'm living in Switzerland since about a year or more. Well, for me, these kind of topics are really, really interesting, and also with the language is a really good opportunity for me to keep practicing in English, because nowadays I'm living mostly in German or in Spanish languages. So practicing in English is here in this context is a good opportunity for me.
Excellent, excellent. Then you have to tell us a bit more about your kind of living there and the experiences that you are going through. Okay, who else? If not, Tomás is the next speaker. Okay, Silvina.
Well, hello everyone, I'm Silvina. I'm a lawyer. I'm from Buenos Aires, Tortuguitas. I want to improve my English with this course because I want to get a major in human rights. So, nada, pienso que me puede servir un montón. Estoy un poco nerviosa porque no quiero hablar como Sofía Vergara, terminar hablando así.
All talk as Sofía Vergara. The body of Sofía Vergara, why not?
Bueno, sí, también.
Eso también. Giovanni, I see you there. Can you have to unmute yourself? A ver.
Ahora, I'm Giovanni. In 2018. I worked 2 years in public defense, and I would like to improve my legal English. I learned to speak in English only. I lived 6 months in the USA, but I think that it's important to have like a deeper knowledge of the legal English, not only an empiric way.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm getting really cold here in Argentina. I would like to, to adapt in a new way of working abroad. And I think the English is very important for that matter.
Yes, yes, you are so right. Thank you, Giovanni. Yeah. You contacted me first.
Yeah, I was really excited about doing this course.
Well, who else? Somebody from last year, please. Griselda or Maria or Andrea?
Hi, I'm Griselda. I'm a lawyer. I was here last year, and I am very excited to continue going. And my English is not so good, but I approved the TOEFL exam, so I encourage you to do it because it's a very good time to practice.
Okay, excellent. And Daniela, Maria y Andrea. A coro. Ah, no, Andrea first, please.
Okay. The seminary. My name is Andrea. I'm a lawyer and I'm a notary too. And I'm working for the justice now. And I love English. Actually, I'm teaching it in a secondary school. And well, that's all.
Okay.
I enjoy this, so that's the reason. 19. Yes.
Okay. Successful. Okay, and Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my second year in the seminar, and I did also the last year the Diplomatura. And well, I did the TOEFL exam as well with Griselda, and we were good, so I also encourage you to do it. And well, I'm a lawyer too, and that's it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, who else wants to talk? I can see some Ericas there.
Adela, sorry for interrupt you, but at 7 o'clock I have to attend informative law classes, so if you can see me, because it's a consequence that I live in. It's okay?
Okay, Natalia.
Sorry
then you will see the recording. Okay.
Thank you.
Erika, tell us about yourself.
Hello to everyone. I'm Erika. I'm a lawyer from Universidad Nacional de Córdoba. Es una oportunidad excelente esta. I see people from different countries, and lo cual es genial, me parece buenísimo. Así que bueno, todas mis expectativas puestas ahí. Estoy por iniciar una inscripción en filosofía del derecho, así que me parece que me va a venir genial. Y bueno, nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Okay.
Very good.
Well, Tomás, your turn now. Before Natalia goes, please.
Right, shall I present my topic?
Yes, please.
Very good. All right, so let me just type something on the chat. All of you, we are going to work with a board, a special type of board. And let me just write. You have to get yourself online with that link, and you have to tell me whether you can see it. Please do it so that I know that you are there. It's a special blackboard.
Yes, I'm there.
Criminal law.
What does it? What does it say here? Tell me. All of you, anyone.
Legal English first class.
Yes. No, legal English criminal law.
Legal English criminal law.
Very good.
Yes.
Do we have to read it or?
No, sorry.
Yes.
No.
No, the thing is that he needs to know where you are.
It's our law.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. So know that all of you can do things like this, for instance. If any one of you wants to highlight something, just to circle it or to write ha 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 ha, you can do it, but only when I tell you to. Please.
Okay.
Hello, very good. Yes, I love it. You're on tune. All right. What do you know about criminal law? Do you know something about it? Do you know what it's a crime?
Yes.
Tell us.
What is a crime? Tell me. I'm not sure who said that.
Laura, hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. A crime is, it's difficult for me to explain in English, but a crime is a forbidden.
Excellent. One idea. One of the definitions.
Forbidden what? Forbidden what? I couldn't hear you.
Forbidden act.
Action. Action.
Yes.
Forbidden action. Very good.
Action. I don't know if the word it's
yes.
Right.
It's a forbidden action. Very good.
It's
Yes.
included in a criminal code.
Yes.
So, for instance, all of you at once, can you tell me, for instance, which crime is this? Can you guess?
One?
This is a simple. This is a game. Any
But I
answer?
cannot see the crime. But I cannot see the crime. I cannot see the.
Can you see it? I'm not sure if you can see it.
No.
Please go on to the next the next page.
The next one.
It says frame up there.
It's not necessarily a crime. Maybe it's an unlocked accident.
Yes. Yes, a car crash. A car crash.
You can see it. Who said that?
I
can't see you. So if you talk, please say your name and talk. Because I don't see you. You're a lot of people. It's nice. I love it. All right, all of you. What can you see here?
Maybe
an accident.
Yes.
Are you all on the same page? Can you see my
Yes. Yes.
Page 2.
It's
Very
a
good.
negligence.
Page 2. What?
Negligence.
Negligence? No.
Not necessary. I think it's a car crash. That's all.
Car crash.
But
All
I see the
Very good.
bottle.
And what caused the car crash?
The alcohol.
the use of alcohol.
Yes.
Nice.
Maybe imprudence.
Sorry?
Maybe an imprudence.
Imprudence. Imprudence, yes, it can be reckless driving. Sorry, who's talking?
Silvina.
Sorry.
Para mutear a alguien, ya voy a averiguar.
Yes, I love it when the mic's on.
¿Quién tiene el micrófono prendido que le hace mucho ruido?
Tomás.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sigamos.
Sorry, what?
I want to ask a question. Maybe you want us to to say something and then you are going to explain. But crime is always an action that is on purpose.
So
That's right, but
You know what I mean?
Yes, it's
not
What we call
necessarily.
in Spanish dolo.
intentional crime.
With attention.
Always with dolo.
Yeah, but
not necessarily. There are many types of crimes that we don't actually know about and we do it anyway. So it's not entirely intentional. That's the problem. Many times we don't actually know we are committing a crime and they make us pay for it nevertheless. So
maybe it's a tort.
Excuse me, is break the
so sorry.
the act?
Let me just show you. For instance, I think this may be called drunk driving. Have you ever seen that word, drunk driving?
With a U. It's
Yes,
not,
with an U. I
yes.
just changed it.
Drunk
I'm
driving.
sorry. Yes, I just changed
Drunk
it.
driving.
So
Have you ever
crime.
heard of a case of drunk driving?
yeah,
What is a drunk driving? Do you know it?
when some people drive under the influence of alcohol or even
Yes, very good. Very good, yes. Well, sorry?
United States DUI, right?
Yes.
Under the
DUI,
influence.
very good, yes.
You can also-
Do you want to write it down? You have the option there. With a pen, you can do it maybe. In the left part of the screen, there is a bar right there. And there are lots of notes. You can add images. You can add forms like this one. But
Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
not sure whether you
Tomás.
can see it. Very good.
So we should click on the T on the left, cuadro de texto, and then right there. Yes?
Yes.
But I think only Thomas have the option.
Yes.
No, I
don't
said
have the
everyone.
link.
Everyone can edit. All right. Let me just. Yes, everyone with a link can edit. So all of you can do it.
The thing is that you should click on the left options. There is a pen, an eraser.
I think that the problem is that Thomas is sharing his screen, so we are watching
We
all
don't
the
have
time.
the link.
Yes, no.
You
There
have the
are
link there, right there. You can do it.
maybe. Yes.
You have
now
to click on. You have to click on the thing is in the which is in the chat. On the chat, there says Jamboard
do we
Google
have to-
Chrome. Yes.
Do we have
You
to
click on
download
that.
the application?
But you don't need
Thank
an
you.
application.
Oh,
You
no.
may click on that. Only click on that. Well, okay, Tommy.
No.
Go on, please.
Maybe-
Drunk driving and
No.
DUI, you say.
Sorry.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, I'm not seeing
So
the chat.
so the crime is something which is illegal, but
Many things can be a crime, but you don't actually know that
In
you're
general?
committing it. That's sometimes one of the problems that it generates.
It relates to criminal law. Drunk driving relates to criminal law. But on the other hand, some of you said tort or car crash, some of you said, and that concepts relate to commercial or civil law, civil areas of the law. But these concepts of drunk driving relates to criminal law.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
what
the
Tomas
thing
wants
is
to say.
that it's an act. Can you hear me?
Yes, Daniela.
Okay, an act or probably an omission of an act that is
Of an act that is.
In violation
of a public law. That's the thing that it makes it a crime and not just a tort. That's another another concept from civil law. We're
Civil
gonna
law.
deal with it. Don't worry.
Yes.
We're
Related to
just
tort, we are
getting-
going to deal with tort.
Yes, we're getting ahead. So in order to clarify, the crime is an act that is in violation of a public law. It could be an act or an omission. It could be intentional or not.
Go on. You are frozen there. You are. Tell us. Because of the connection. Tell us, Tommy.
Right, sorry. I'm just writing down all of what she said because that's important.
Excellent. Okay. So that was page 2. Now
that was page 2. Can you go on? Can you all go on to the next page?
Yes. On Jamboard. On Jamboard.
On the Jamboard, please. Please, just, I'm going to mark it with an arrow so that you can know where you are. Are you here?
Page 2.
Yes.
No, now page 3.
It's actually frame 3, but well, you can call it whatever you want.
Page. It's a page.
Okay, but the thing is, I think you can share it as well for those who cannot go into the link and edit.
Oh,
so
sorry,
if
yes.
you don't want to get involved with the Jamboard, you can just watch it.
Okay.
Right. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. Can you all see the arrow? Are you all here?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. So can you tell me other time? Can you give me other examples of crimes? Any crime that you can think of?
Reckless driving, I think.
Reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Very good. Have you ever seen a case of reckless driving?
In the real life or?
Yes.
In the real life, maybe on TV or in a movie or on a book, whatever.
Yeah, every day.
Yes, it's sadly it's too common. Very good. So, for instance, this type of situation, is it reckless driving? What is the girl doing
I don't
here?
know. She's ignoring the objective. Carrying duty. I don't know how to say it in English, but in Spanish we will say ignorando el objetivo deber de cuidado o riesgo
that's
permitido.
Reckless driving. That's
That
the
would
idea
be
of reckless.
irresponsible, reckless driving. Very good. So, for instance, here, what is the girl doing in the car?
What about the speed of the car? We can imagine that.
Well, we don't actually see the speed of the car, but we see the people's actions, and that's enough.
Okay, tell us, Tommy.
Very good. All right. So
at some point, she's making the car's measures bigger.
Yes.
So
yes.
There is somebody and it's really because I'm hearing the Argentinian news.
Yes. Sorry, I can't hear you. I think someone's talking on the back.
Well, but he said that in some point,
she's making the car's measures bigger, and that's illegal because certain cars should have certain measures in order to be allowed to be driving in certain roads. So she's also avoiding certain laws that she cannot be outside the car because in certain accident or whatever.
Yes.
But at some point she should the illegal rule she's breaking.
Okay.
Well, more or less, it has to deal with the fact that this is totally unsafe for you and for others. More or less, when you're drinking mate and driving, which is also a crime, so don't do it. It's not allowed anymore. But in this case, for instance, this is a new word. I'm not sure if you have ever heard of it. This is called joyriding.
Okay.
Let me search. I have a definition here for joyriding. Maybe I can find it.
In the Macmillan Dictionary.
Yes, I'm not sure if you see the screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Oh,
Can
sorry.
you?
Yes, well,
Yes,
you
we can see it.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Can you read?
Yes. The crime of stealing a car and driving it for pleasure, usually in a dangerous way. If you do this, you joyride, and a person who does is a joyrider. Like the Roxette song, isn't it?
Ah, yes. You're
Sorry,
so right.
Is there a song?
We will search for the song now, for the Roxette song.
Roxette?
Joyriding.
You are very young, Thomas.
No, sorry, yes. Oh, well, if you talk about things that are way too old for me, then it's not my fault.
I'm sorry, but I'm not too old. I only know the song.
Sorry,
for
if it's a lot older than me, then I'm not. It's not my fault.
Okay, go on, please, Thomas.
Sorry, yes.
Or it is an actual crime or
sorry.
law?
Well, the thing is that according to the dictionary of Macmillan, it seems to be a crime. It says so. What we have already read there. I cannot find there. Okay, Macmillan.
Yes.
Joyriding. There.
Joyriding.
The crime of stealing a car.
All right.
Sorry, did I accidentally take off the? Sorry. I'm just trying to search for it. This is very new for me.
What? The joyriding or the dictionary or what?
No.
Or Roxette.
No, sorry. Share. How can I stop sharing for a minute? I'm sorry.
Click on share. This will stop other screen sharing. Like that. Like that.
Sorry, yes.
Again? No, stop share.
Sorry, because I lost that page and I want to get back to it, so I'm gonna do it now. I'm sorry for it.
Macmillan.
That it was a new crime for me because I didn't know it.
I've never heard of it as well.
No, I didn't.
It's a law.
You have to.
Out of law. Yes.
It's another law.
In a dangerous way. You're gonna drive a car. Interesting.
Right.
And then you're going to give it back, or I don't know.
No, please.
Sorry. No, it means that you ride a car, and sorry, are you watching it?
Yes. Still.
Very good.
Still black. Yes.
Right. It means that you have just stolen a car and you're riding it just for fun. Which is something that we sometimes see on movies with reckless teenagers and girls all going crazy and wild after they have been drunk or having a party. And that's why it's called joyriding, and it's extremely forbidden in many places, and you can see why, because it can create a lot of chaos and accidents. Okay. But well, all right, can you go on to the next page, the next frame?
Go to the next one.
Very good. Can you see this? Can you see my
yes.
My
which crime
arrow?
is this? Yes.
Can you tell me, anyone, which crime could it be, this one?
Robbery?
Robbery.
Robbery is an umbrella term.
Robbery.
Yes. Steal.
Actually, Do you know robbery is robbery? Sorry, who's talking?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, please. Very good.
Okay.
All right. Robbery is actually when you steal something from someone's house. That would be robbery. Yes. If you do it with a gun, it's armed robbery. But stealing, when you take something from someone and that's it, that's all you do. In this case, this is called robbery. It may also be called shoplifting. I'm going to write it there.
Shoplifting, yes.
Sorry, and yes. Maybe called shoplifting. Can you see it? Shoplifting.
Yes.
Very good. It can be called shoplifting, stealing, robbery, such as Gabriela, was it the one who said robbery?
Pinch. I said.
Okay.
Or lift also. Lift something. Lifting something.
Shoplifting, yes. But in this case, this one's called all right, can anyone read it?
Natalia? Larceny. Yes,
larceny. All right. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Very good. So I think I found here a definition. Can anyone read it? What is larceny?
Fabricio?
Larceny is the crime of stealing something from somebody on occasion when this takes place.
So it's the crime and the occasion.
And the occasion as well.
Occasion.
Actually, I found that larceny is actually an umbrella term because it can lead to anything, to stealing. You can see my screen, right? Very good. I cannot hear you, but I assume you do. So
yes.
Very good. Stealing, robbery, shoplifting, pickpocketing. I'm going to pickpocketing. Stealing, robbery, pickpocketing, shoplifting, and so on and so on. It deals mostly with the idea that you take something from someone and it doesn't belong to you.
Okay.
But it's more like, sorry, what?
Next one.
Well, let me finish the idea. My God, is it your presentation or is it mine?
The thing is that we need Daniela also.
Ah, right. Now, well, let me tell you that it's actually an umbrella term, but most importantly, it is also something called archaic term.
Yes.
And so you will see it on contracts. When we deal with contract law, you can see that sometimes instead of calling shoplifting, stealing, robbery, pickpocketing, anything, it may be called larceny because it's a very old term. There you can see it. Maybe you want to write it down. Archaic term.
Archaic term. Yes.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
¿Una consulta?
Sí.
En castellano, ustedes dijeron algo como que es algo, dijeron umbrella.
Umbrella term.
¿Qué significa eso? Umbrella term.
¿Quieres explicarlo, Tomás?
Umbrella term is when something.
Explícalo en español.
Oh, no.
Si te hablan en español.
No, está bien, no puedo. En inglés puede ser sí.
Okay, thank you.
Well, umbrella term is when a word can be, when many words can fall into a type of category that, for instance, larceny may represent all of these types of crimes. And so when you talk about larceny, you may refer to shoplifting, stealing, robbery, or pickpocketing.
That's why it's the umbrella.
It's an umbrella term. It talks about all of them. And that is what is an umbrella term. Let me just write it down so that you can see it.
One word that is characteristic for English.
Quiere decir que abarca todas esas palabras.
Umbrella term, yes. Yeah, abarca, that would be one of the...
Número de algo. Algo sería, sí, amplio número de algún término. En este caso sería lo que es robo.
A wide variety.
A la palabra en tantos términos.
Yes, a wide variety of terms. At the same time, just all simplified by one single word. That's what
Yes.
That's
with
what,
or without, Vanessa, with or without violence?
Yes, because in this case, for instance, is the boy, well, I'm not sure. I think that's a manly hand, wouldn't you say so?
Yes.
Well, is the person here taking something violently?
No.
Well, no, it's not. So it couldn't be considered shoplifting.
Es un hurto.
Claro,
Yes, shoplifting.
Para nosotros sería un hurto, tal cual.
Shoplifting, which is sadly very common. Pickpocketing can also be without any violence, but robbery specifically means that it was violent. And stealing is simply the act of taking something that doesn't belong to you. And so that's why larceny talks about all of these terms at the same time. And so it's easier to use the word larceny than just talk about shoplifting, stealing, robbery, pickpocketing, etc. But well, let's move on so that Adela doesn't go crazy. All right, sorry. Can you tell me which crime is this? Are you still on the same page?
Page 5.
Frame 5, yes.
Frame 5.
Can you tell me, all right, who wants to read this part here from Dear Hillary?
Hillary.
May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, for attempting to obstruct the justice, the hammer should have come down on you.
Okay.
Who wants to read this one here?
Erika?
When it came down in the house.
No?
Sorry.
Erika, no.
Did she say something?
No, dice que no. Anaí o Laura
Right.
o who?
Maybe Giovanni, because he's a
Wait.
man.
I'm thinking.
The way it came down on the phone.
Yes.
Okay,
well,
they're discussing something.
they're
But-
talking.
Yes,
For-
tell us.
For instance, she's saying that he obstructed something. What did he obstruct?
The justice, the impeachment.
Yes.
Obstructed justice.
And so, sorry, who said obstruction of justice?
No, obstructed justice.
All right, obstructed
Yes.
justice. Very well.
Yes.
So in this case, the crime could be obstruction of justice, just like you said. Do you know what is obstruction of justice? Any one of you?
Andrea, who works in a fiscalía, in the prosecution
Algo
office.
con la corrupción, pero no me sale la palabra en inglés.
Corruption.
Estaba pensando.
When you're a
I
dirty
think that-
A
politician,
denial of
May I?
justice.
Could I try maybe obstruction of justice is when people do something in order to avoid the action of justice, to avoid the procedures. I can never pronounce that.
Procedures.
Yeah.
Así, mira. Procedures. No digan theirs. No digan theirs. Digan chairs. Procedures.
Yeah.
I think there are many ways of obstruction of justice.
Yes, many ways. Yes.
many ways.
For instance, if you know that there are some evidence, some pieces of evidence there, and you hide them and you distract them, so you are obstructing justice.
Yes.
Maybe when interfering with the process, of justice.
Yes, interference.
Look here, you're withholding evidence.
Yes, withholding evidence.
And that's,
okay.
and that's exactly a special type of crime.
Okay.
Because you're not showing that you know something about the case, about a special case, and so you're withholding evidence. Please write it down because it's a very interesting expression.
Yes. That's when you have the evidence. For instance, you have the documents and you withhold that. You hid them, the documents. What?
So, but
who is?
anyone?
Please.
So anyone can be, I don't know, like to be obligated to present evidence about himself. I think it's something about the Fifth Amendment that you can, I don't know, like withhold evidence. Amendment, right? You can withhold evidence if this evidence.
Fifth Amendment.
You can say like that.
Yes.
You know that the definition?
Yes, please.
Justice.
Sorry?
Try to influence the results of a court case.
Say this again, please.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Louder, please.
To try to influence the results of a court case.
Excellent.
Especially by preventing the true facts about a crime from being known. Obstructing the administration of justice is also referred to as perverting the course of justice.
Or attempting to obstruct, averting. Sorry, is the expression such as this one? Averting.
Averting. Yes, I think so.
Averting the acts of justice, because I actually perverting.
Perverting.
No, averting. Sorry, because averting it's something else.
Pervertir, perverting.
Yes, perverting.
Okay.
I think it's a very transparent word.
A long discussion on this obstruction of justice.
Yes, because it's a very interesting topic.
Giovanni, and you cannot say ¿cómo se dijo? Obligado, obligated. Obligated does not exist. The term is obliged. Obliged. And so you have to write obliged that way.
Sorry, who wrote obliged?
Eso, obliged. And le puse cómo se pronunciaría. Obliged.
No.
Obliged.
No.
Tell us.
Because it's not obliged. It's obliged.
Obliged. You know that Thomas is quite a new teacher, so he has skill. Yes, the skills of phonetics is very good on him.
Well, some people sometimes have it like a natural talent. It happens to many people, not just me. It's very common.
You're very good.
It's you, it's only you.
It's common, it happens.
What's your
and it
natural
can be
talent?
for everyone. So
one more.
It's not a justification.
One more and then, okay, Tommy,
well,
one more and then leave on Daniela, please.
Very good. So for instance, which crime is this? Do you know her? Do you know this sitcom?
No. Yeah. 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men. So what is she doing?
She's stalking.
Very good. She's stalking. Nice.
Ah, excellent. Who said
You
that?
know. Very good. Yes. Who said that? I didn't know. Very good, Silvina. So, do you know what is stalking? Hold on, let me see. What is stalking, Silvina?
The crime of stealing something from somebody, an occasion when
Is to surveillance someone.
Yes. So, all right. Who? Can you read this?
yeah, watching somebody over a long period of time in a way that is annoying or frightening.
Excellent.
You can read the example there. What does the example say?
An undercover detective say stalking has become a problem that we must take seriously.
Very good. So it is the act of just hiding yourself in a way that is annoying, especially for Charlie. Especially for Charlie. Who likes 2.5 Men? I don't think many women like it.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, you hate it. But it's not for
No,
women.
I don't
That's the
like
problem.
it.
It's not for women. That's the problem. Very good. So I had a very long activity planned, but if I am out of time, I'm gonna leave it to
Okay,
Daniela.
to Daniela, please. Then it's the turn of Daniela.
Yes, maybe next week can we continue?
Yes,
we
can
can
complete
continue
it.
the
Yes.
activity.
Yes.
Yes.
Daniela, but you should approach a little bit on your computer.
I have the microphone right here
Okay,
next to my
excellent.
mouth.
You're better now.
Okay. I was thinking that probably this topic of criminal law, we can continue next week with it because it's not ready.
Okay, okay.
Then we have the listening activity, but I'm not sure if we have time for it. Do you want to do a listening activity on your first class, or do you prefer
Or not.
to continue?
Dicen que no. What else you have?
Okay. Well, we can leave it for next class. It's okay.
Yes.
The other topic that I was wanting to show you, the characteristics of legal English, because it's important for everyone here, no matter if you want to study for the Diplomatura or the Seminario, you're all going to deal with legal English. And well, let's see a little bit about it. Complicated, or I don't want to use the word in order for you to have the main characteristics in mind, and then in the process of the courses, I think we are gonna see how these characteristics are applied. Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me, right?
Yes.
Tell me
You may talk
if you
louder.
don't.
But
okay.
try to shout.
Maybe I can take my microphone off, but I don't know.
No, that was better. And then you should share our screen if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about a little bit of the general rules of legal English. Have you ever read something in legal English, let's say, as another language? I don't know, a contract in English or?
Yes, I do. I like to read books in English.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, the thing is that books related to law?
All kind of. I have read only a few legal books, but
Excellent.
Okay, well,
fiction books, any type of books.
yes, that's a very good practice for your English. The thing is that if you read a literature, it's not going to be legal English. When you read legal, where you can read legal English in a law firm, I don't know, if you have if you're lawyers and you have clients from other countries, or probably you work in a company that has clients in another country, you can come across with documents in legal English. So
Podríamos
this,
apagar todos los micrófonos para escuchar a Daniela por un ratito. A ver, ahí está. Sigamos, Daniela.
so this is the characteristics that you're gonna see in these kinds of documents. We have some things that are like, I don't know, usual in lexical features we're talking about, like archaisms, technical terms, foreign words, synonymy, and repetition of words. And then some of them, some more. But let's see first, what about the archaisms? Do you know what archaisms are? If you want, you can.
You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, you can participate,
there are some
you
words,
can ask.
Tell us.
Words that are not used anymore.
Yes.
Probably, yes. Words
Yes.
that in everyday language, or probably in a book of literature, we're not going to find. Unless we read something about from Shakespeare, of course. In that kind of, we can find archaisms. So we have archaic words like, for example, aforesaid. Then we have a very, very formal style. For example, I just put some examples here for you to know. For example, pursuant to, prior to, the use of these words, these compound words, hereinafter, whereof, hereby, herewith, under, subject to. Have you seen any of these words? Do you know what they mean? Or they're very new for you?
Yeah, I think that more or less is kind of what we can find in Argentinians law books. There are unnecessary words. There's a lot of expression that nobody needs, that just full pages, and nobody wants them because it just make you confused and make you lose your patience. But it's kind of more of the same. The thing is that you don't guess what they are looking for there in the text. Mostly when you're a student, also studying in your mother tongue. It's more the same. It seems that lawyers, we have a special disability, not only in Spanish, but also in English, or nobody, it doesn't matter on the language.
Yeah.
You know that legal Spanish, we have more or less the same feature as we have in legal English, because it's the same situation.
Yes, the thing is that now that you say this, I remember that Mauricio used to say, our former teacher here in the seminar, used to say that this was like a type of genre.
¿Podrían apagar los... No, todos tendrían que apagar. A ver. Ahí está. Sorry. Tell us, please.
That's okay. Inside the language, we have different, we have like sub-languages,
or I don't know how to say that.
Subgenre.
That
Subgenre.
or genre, yes,
Yes.
for specific purposes. So this is a different and a specific language, probably known for those who studied or work with it.
A jargon.
And as you say, yes, as you say, nobody that it didn't study law or didn't work with it, probably it's not gonna understand. Nobody wants to read this just for fun, let's say. It's just the matter of I don't know, something that you need to understand. So let's try to understand it a little bit more. Specific purpose, I can think of medical English or business English, or I don't know, any pharmaceutical. I can think of specific professions or specialties that are gonna need or that are gonna have technical words that only these people will understand. For example, we talked a little bit about tort in the previous part of the class. Do you know what tort is?
Now, yes.
Okay, oh, yes, you, Vanessa, from the insurance area of the law. Tell us.
Someone from the last year can tell us.
Griselda, Maria. Giovanni says damage. Yes, damages.
Yes.
Excellent, Giovanni. Okay.
Yes, the thing is that tort, it's like a very specific concept in legal English. Actually, it relates to civil wrongs that are not criminal or that are not crimes or public offenses. It's just civil wrongs. Well, that was just an example of a technical word. Also, we have words that in everyday language have a meaning, and in the legal English, they have an uncommon meaning, okay? For example, attachment, action, consideration, execute, party. We have to pay special attention with this legal meaning in the context of legal documents when we are dealing with in the legal environment that differ from the general meaning. Okay, then we have again consideration, construction, redemption, tender. When we are in the legal context, they have probably a different meaning from the everyday language. Then we have besides legal, illegal, something, for example, a plain adjective that can be specialized or can have a special meaning. For example, absolute. In legal English, absolute will mean definitive or firm, unconditional. For example, or absolute owner. For example,
how is the pronunciation for equitable? The pronunciation.
Equitable.
Equitable.
Please listen to Thomas. Thomas, tell us.
Equitable.
Equitable.
Thank you.
He's our dictionary.
No, not a dictionary. Don't treat me like one.
Ah, yes. Okay. Next one.
Yes, we have I don't know, adjectives like qualified that can mean professional, prepared, or can mean conditional, depending on the context. Okay, then we have foreign words. We lawyers facie, ad hoc, et ali, bona fide, de facto, pro rata. that remain in the English language because I think they were invaded by the Normans, and the official language of the court was French or Normando for I think 200 of years. And then we have this average. I looked for
Demurrage.
Creo que es demurrage.
Demurrage. Different. It's demurrage. But okay. Demora.
Demurrage, creo que.
Demurrage.
Okay, damage again. Here we have damage again. Lien, on parole. Then we have, for example, expressions in lieu of o en lugar de. Force majeure, we know it. Voir dire. Okay, we have synonymy. We use, for example, 2 lexical units as nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, or prepositions, which are usually joined by a conjunction and. For example, words, we're going to find this repetition, let's say. Act and deed, custom and usage, leave and license, legal and valid, and so on. We have redundant.
In Spanish, we have the same. In Spanish, we have the same. For instance, dado, firmado y sellado en mi público despacho. 3. Dado, firmado y sellado en mi público despacho. O, ¿qué otro más? They don't come to my mind. But in Spanish, we have the same situation, the repetitions. Okay, tell us, please. Sorry.
Yes, if you could do this parallel between our legal English, our Inglés legal en español, you can share it in order. Probably it makes you easier to remind or to remember or to understand. Yes.
Okay.
For example, redundance. We're gonna see a lot of redundance, like in false and untrue, request and require, sole and exclusive, force and effect, and pair of words that probably, I don't know, assign, transfer, breach and violation, and so on. We have this repetition of words that is related to the previous one. It says here it is used to, in order to avoid ambiguity, they don't use ellipses in order to be more precise. So there's an example. The authority has reinforced the insider trading restrictions with promulgation of Rule 14(3), an independent provision prohibiting insider trading. But in order to be more clear and more precise, they don't use sujeto tácito. Or probably a reference, a pronoun with a reference. So we are going to find an overuse of that and no commas. Okay, then here I have two examples. I want someone who can read it. This is in order to show that in relation to syntactic features, no lexical, but syntactic features, we have long and complex sentences. For example, who wants to read this?
Luis, would you like to read?
Syntactic features. No?
Okay.
Long and complex sentences. Subject to suggestions below. If an hour is made on an application made by an of the parties to the reference, or be subject to section 3 below with a leave of the court, it appeared to the High Court that connector is ordered to be
Yes, continue. It's
objectives
okay.
or bases only on fact, juxtaposition, shared style. Example, Mr. Justice Evan understood that as a finding that a reserver processed on the basis that the invalid notice became valid and effective when unreadiness was replaced by readiness to discharge.
Excelente. Lo que pasa es que esa es la idea. That's the idea. The idea is that it seems to be a tongue twister.
Yeah.
It's just like a tongue twister. Like
Yeah.
that's the idea that Daniel.
Just one read, you have to go back because there's no commas and there's repetition and okay. I think we understand. Then we have this nominalization. These nouns derived from verbs are often used instead of verbs. For example, what am I saying? For example, in order we are going to give consideration instead of to consider. So the verb would be to consider, but the thing is consider. To be in a position rather to oppose, to be in contravention instead of to contravene, and so on. And for example, this is a very special one, to go on arbitration. The thing is that probably it's because arbitration is a legally defined procedure and should be considered as such. So we're not going to see to arbitrate, but to go on arbitration. Then we have an impersonal style, the use of passive voice to reduce the agent in his identity while emphasizing. And we see the use of pronouns are characteristics of a highly impersonal style of writing. Well, there we have, for example, this we have to be careful with.
The native language, our mother tongue, we think that they are transparent words, but in fact they have a different meaning. Yes, there you have an example. For example, magistrates. We think of magistrados are not. Yes. That's not the meaning. In fact, yes, the meaning is that are people that has not legally trained judge. Yes, so we have to be very careful with that. We have to be very careful with that.
Okay, that's the idea.
Yeah, thank you very much for that excellent explanation. The thing is that we have to be careful because probably we tend to use it as we think they mean, but they don't. They mean a different thing, or it's not what we are. Materials for us could be natural to think of material. For example, a damage. It could be
material bridge.
Damage.
Material
bridge.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Griselda.
Excellent,
Griselda.
Yes. A material bridge or material damage, it's something that is very important. It's not un daño material, but a very important or substantial damage or daño. Prejudicial. Preliminary. Subsidiary, it's no es subsidiario. Una sucursal, diría. Here we have the difference between damage and damages. It means harm. And damages, with an S, it means compensation for those harms. Compensation ordered by a court. So we should avoid or take care of those known words. We thought that we know them and try to look them up in the dictionary.
Well, Daniela, please go with the jokes now. Idioms and proverbs. Excellent.
Yes, we have this number of fixed expressions, idioms, and proverbs. Just in order to finish, I'm going to show you one, and probably Griselda or
Karen and Maria
can help us with this. Do you know what the proverb?
Te salió el proverb.
Yes. Do you know what the proverb is?
The thing is that the proverb showed off.
Okay. Yes, necessity.
No. It appeared.
Okay. And okay, Griselda, try to enlighten us. What do you think?
Okay.
Stands for?
I don't know. Necessity knows no law. When you have a necessity to cover, there is no law to avoid you to do the action. I don't know.
Or maybe when you are desperate, I don't know. Next is
We're
law.
looking for desperation. Yes.
Yes, something like that. I do remember very well.
It is better.
Okay, some other ideas, or I just show you
Estado de necesidad. El estado de necesidad.
Yes.
Okay, so the proverb could be used to justify the behavior of a man who steals food to keep his wife and family from starving. Necessity urges desperate measures.
Excellent.
Okay, we have another one.
Oh, te sale primero el coso. No. Bueno, está bien.
Okay, do you know this? Oh, there. Possession is 9 points of the law. Or what do you think it could mean?
In Spanish, lawyers, can you tell us in Spanish what it means? ¿Cómo decimos en español?
Posesión vale título.
¿Digo?
Sí, posesión vale título.
Are you all...
No, poné los osos primero. Poné los osos, please.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, the idea is that we first show the bears and then we show the solution.
Okay, we use it to mean that even though full legal right to a thing has not been established, he who is in possession of it has a far greater right to it than everybody else.
Posesión vale título. Okay.
Okay, some other expressions. Lawmakers should not be lawbreakers. Law catches flies and lets hornets go free. Laws were made to be broken. Okay. Oh, sorry.
And every law has its loophole. Loophole. Who knows what loophole is? Who? Griselda? In Spanish?
Laguna, ¿no era?
Laguna jurídica. A loophole.
Sí, laguna jurídica.
Okay.
Okay, then we have some jokes in order to finish. So you
you know that every first class we show the same jokes, but they are very funny. Tell us, Griselda, are they funny or not?
Of course.
Of course. That's a shark. You know that in legal English, in the jargon, it is this is the kind of lawyer that is called a shark. And the same happens in Spanish. We say, es un tiburón, es un tiburón. Uno que es medio así como que muy gordo.
Well, what do you think of legal English? I hope I didn't overwhelm you.
No. Pueden hablar en español también, please.
Yeah, please, share your thoughts.
Qué bueno que está ese, no me acordaba de eso. Es excelente.
Es un santito. Dice.
La cara del abogado es todo.
El otro día escuché el de possession.
9
points of the
9
law.
points of the law.
Lo escuché en Grey's Anatomy.
Ay, mira. Y dijiste, ay, esa es mi clase de inglés jurídico.
Bueno, y estos son los ambulance chasers.
Ambulance chasers.
That's another expression. Probably you heard it.
Ambulance chasers.
Carancho, no sé, carancho, ¿cómo es?
Ahora son los caranchos, sí. Pensar que la primera vez que vi la expresión me decía, ay, qué raro, y ahora es lo más común.
Okay.
Esas son nuestras fuentes, algunas de nuestras fuentes. Ya se fue. Bueno,
Ay,
nosotros
le podríamos preguntar a los chicos cómo es caranchos en Perú, en Venezuela, en Rusia.
¿Cómo se dice caranchos, Luis, en Perú?
Claro, expliquemos el concepto en inglés, ¿no?
No, explícalo en español. ¿Qué es carancho?
If you want to, Grisela,
claro, es como lo de la ambulancia, que estaban persiguiendo a los clientes.
Con la tarjetita.
Haciendo, ¿no? Con la tarjetita. ¿Cómo sería en Perú, por ejemplo?
Luis.
¿Tienen un nombre esos abogados específicos que casan clientes?
Pon el micrófono, Luis.
A ver, no hay algo así específico, no, digamos de... No tenemos un nombre específico. ¿Cómo le llaman allá en Argentina? Caranchos.
Caranchos. Hay una película,
sí,
Carancho,
horrible. Son
horrible
unos
película.
pájaros grandes, los caranchos.
Son aves de rapiña.
Aves de rapiña.
Van buscando, ¿viste?
Exactamente.
La capucha.
¿Qué le podríamos decir algo así como gavilanes?
Gavilanes, bueno.
Sí,
gavilanes.
La búsqueda, la búsqueda.
Gavilanes.
Me suena un poco más romántico esto, pero bueno.
Sí.
Gavilanes más bonito.
Sí.
Es otro contexto, me parece, claro.
Parece que es distinto.
Claro, los caranchos están acá, me parece nada más. Qué mal.
Los rompehuesos, ¿se acuerdan?
Rompehuesos,
sí.
Fabricio, ¿en Suiza dicen algo?
Acá en Suiza el sistema de derecho es absolutamente distinto al que nosotros conocemos, y acá quien llega a ejercer la profesión de abogado realmente, además de estudiar la carrera, tiene que pasar por un montón de etapas de evaluación, sin ir más lejos, para ir a conseguir su matrícula y poder ejercer. Es 2 años de estudio extra al de la carrera, el magíster, y tenés solo... puedes trabajar como secretario. Entonces, quienes llegan a ejercer acá de abogados son contados con los dedos de las manos, y realmente los abogados que se conocen acá son de renombre internacional. O sea, yo he conocido 2 o 3 personas que ejercen acá en su estudio, pero a su vez son apoderados de, no sé, de empresas internacionales y cuestiones. Es como que acá igual que la medicina, son 2 carreras muy extraordinarias. Casi como si nosotros dijéramos estudiar para astronauta.
Qué bárbaro.
Interesante.
Se nos
debería
fue
ser.
Debe ser como ser profe en Finlandia.
Claro.
Se nos fue el doctor Giovanni, que él el que estudió, no sé si estudió o vivió en Venezuela, que hubiera estado interesante que nos cuente. Bueno, muy bien, hemos llegado a las 10:55, es muy tarde. Sí, dime tú, Daniela.
No, digo que en realidad después vamos a ver cuando veamos las carreras legales. Bueno, no sé, en el seminario lo vemos. vemos un poco esto de cómo es la carrera que tendría que hacer el estudiante de abogacía para después poder rendir cómo es en Estados Unidos y cómo es rápidamente en el Reino Unido para llegar a tener la licencia y las diferencias entre el solicitor y el barrister.
Sí, de todas maneras aclaro, como que vos lo acabas de decir recién, eso lo vamos a dar incluso en estas clases que son compartidas, así que estas clases vamos a hacer la mitad contenidos de diplomatura y la mitad contenidos de seminario, así que podemos llegar a dar ese tema.
Sí,
acá.
lo que está bueno sumar, más allá de las, o sea, en realidad es como que el contenido y lo que ustedes tienen que saber va a estar en la plataforma, digamos. Pero
Totalmente.
estas clases son para esto, para que charlemos, para que nos veamos las caras.
Para hablar en
así
inglés.
sea, y hablemos en inglés, claro, practiquemos esta instancia que de otra manera quizás se complica. Así que bueno,
Totalmente.
están todos invitados. Bueno,
Acá Laura dice gracias. Qué bueno.
¿Van a ir subiendo los PowerPoints y el material a la plataforma? Bien.
Todo. Los que sí les digo, la diplomatura, la Virtual Classroom, recién arranca dentro de 2 semanas, porque es cuando la universidad va a considerar que es suficiente número de gente. Mientras tanto, el seminario no tienen problema.
pero ustedes pueden seguir sumándose a esta
Obvio.
clase.
Y además están en el grupito de WhatsApp donde voy a ir invitando. Pueden invitar a amigos también, que vengan y que conozcan. Doctor Luis Serrano, invítate a alguno de Perú que nos cuente más.
Sí, sí, claro, vamos a invitar también, hay una
Excelente.
de
De la
regiones.
Universidad de San Marcos,
Sí.
que son maravillosos.
Claro. Sí, sí, está muy interesante.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
Gracias, chicos.
Sí,
Gracias.
dime, Luis. Un gusto, Luis.
Bueno,
un gusto que
un
hayas
gusto a
estado. Un
todos.
gusto, Fabricio.
Chicos.
Un honor
Gracias.
para
Un
mí.
gusto, doctora Adela, un
por
gusto a
sumarte.
todos.
Nos seguimos
Saludos desde
invitando.
Perú, saludos de Lima.
Chao,
Nos vemos.
Hasta luego.
Chao. See you.
Adiós,
Chao,
adiós.
chao.
See you. Bye.
See you soon. See you soon.
See
Bye.
you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Cortá la grabación, Tomás.
Bueno.